just fulfilling my destiny. Yeah. I told y'all I'm a psycho. And don't tell him what I might do. Yeah. Y'all put his hands around my throat, so I cut him off. That's what you get for stepping on my toes. At the top of the key, that's an ISO. My career about to take off flight mode. You don't like where we're headed? What you sitting on my flight phone, huh? Yeah, they should wait until your time comes. Nope, time's up. You put in that album, got you thinking it's your birthday. Woo! Yeah, I'm full of surprises. A lot of pressure on the record, so you know I'm making diamonds. Tell me, how would you define this? You witnessing the finest. Yeah, you never know what you can do until you try. Yeah. Washing through my veins like it's never did. Rugged is the body, man, if you ain't got the head with it. Since a kid, I've been a pessimist. I like to focus on the negatives. Oh, Lord! I talk to God like what's next for me. I'm just fulfilling my destiny. Yeah, my pops told me he was proud. I don't think he knew what that meant to me. Yeah, you try to take advantage of me. Before you die, you'll be dead to me. Before you die, you'll be dead to me. Laugh when they question me. Y'all ain't no threat to me.
Folks just finishing up their work week, making their way into Rogers Center here in Toronto. Tonight, the first of this three-game weekend series between the Seattle Mariners and the Toronto Blue Jays. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one. It's one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next, Erasmo Ramirez will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to watch a guy that's been struggling a little bit lately. In his last three starts, he has a whip of over 1.40, so he's going to have to cut that down, limit the amount of base runners, limit the amount of walks if he wants to have some success in this one here today.
Here's D. Gordon now, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Gordon.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. This is pulled into right, and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And one batter in, and the Blue Jays are going to have to handle a threat on the base paths. Gordon takes the turn at third. He wants it all. And the throw in gets away from him.
The fans are not happy, and I can't blame them. And inside the Parker on that hit, there's simply no excuse for that. And everyone in the ballpark knows it. We'll see if he can shake it off and get out of the top half of this inning.
Stepping in for the Jays, Frank Fleming, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third.
All right, one time.
Here comes the first pitch. Missed with a slider. And fellas, you take a look at these Seattle Mariners at the start of play here tonight. They do come in off a victory last time out, but they've really hit the skids here recently. Losers of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, I know it's late in the season and we're looking at two teams in the cellar right now. But do not get it twisted for a second. There's only 750 big leaguers at any given time in the league. And no one that I've ever played with gave an at-bat away or threw a cookie down the middle of the plate. These guys will not just play out the string. They will battle because they are professionals.
3-0 now.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
Back up. Oh, no, that got him. Nice recovery play to get the second out, but we'll have to make sure he's okay on the mound. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg, and that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. Trying to pick things up where we left off, D. Gordon will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first two guys going down on strikes to start the inning. This is in the air to right. Fleming moves over, and that's the third out. Mariners are down in order. They still trail it here 2-1. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Frank Fleming. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
You can do it.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Ball one. Fleming is a guy that has a lot of speed, no doubt about that. And while that's certainly a weapon for him offensively, it could be argued that it benefits him just as much on the defensive side of the ball, given the position he plays.
And not only just speed, but first step quickness speed. He's able to track balls down that other guys cannot get to. And sometimes that's half the equation.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Lifted the other way down the left field line. The catch is made near the line in left, tagging the runner from third. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score. Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Horton stands at third with one gone in the inning. Boy, late on the curveball here, yet he's still able to drive this one deep down the right field line. And that is off the wall in right field. In to score from third is the tying run. It's a 4-4 game. The throw is low, and he can't make the pick.
Looked like the outfielder might have thought that was just going to be a long flyout. I know I did too, but it carries farther than anybody thought and all the way off the wall. And by the time he realizes it, it's too late, and he's got a clutch RBI triple.
Ready for another shot now, Jose Aviles. He's 0 for 1 thus far. 4-4 is our score as we play the sixth. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Fleming going back on it. On the warning track, he makes the catch. 1-2-3 go the Mariners. Through 5.5, we're tied at 4. Digging in once again, Frank Fleming earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ball one. Nicasio has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. The 1-0 home is in there for strike one.
Not too often you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
Four runs, 6 hits, 1 error thus far for Toronto. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Cano has it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. And that'll bring up Ben Gamble. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Fleming racing back, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall, and the runner will score from second. Throw to third, but he's in there as 2 runs come across to score, and they grab the lead.
Boy, that's a huge base hit right there, dear. We're getting late into this one, and that gives them the lead by 2.
Yeah, that could be a backbreaker right there. We'll see how this one ends up, but nice job to get that knock right there to drive in a pair.
Striding in once again, Frank Fleming.
Right fielder, Frank Fleming.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a fastball just a bit high.
Ball 1, no strike.
Hey, you can do it. No one better. Let's go. See it, drive it like you can. Come on.
The 1-0 home is fastball that misses.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
Come on, baby. See it up. Got it.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Hey, get your pitch up there, kid. Let's go now.
Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. And a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. We've played 8 full, and we are all even at 6 apiece. Welcome back to Major League Baseball on the show. A shot there of the nighttime beauty of this terrific. Several good offensive performances in this one, but none better than the one turned in by the guy you see right there. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no question. He was a tough out up there. Ended up collecting 3 knocks, including a home run. So without him in the lineup, I think this might have been a different story.
A tight one, 7-6, the final score tonight. The Toronto Blue Jays came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Aaron Luke earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. Afternoon baseball on the show as you get a look there inside Rogers Center in Toronto. Today, it's the second of this 3-game series between the Seattle Mariners and the Toronto Blue Jays. Who's going to win the battle between these two? We'll see next. Aaron Sanchez, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last 3 starts, ERA just under 3.00, and that's some pretty good pitching. Minimizes the amount of walks, keeps his hits down, and if he can do more of the same of that, he should have some pretty good fortune in this one here today.
Batting second.
Striding forward now is the DH, Horace Simone, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Sent on the ground out to second. Harrison has it, and a great athletic play to get him. Man, wow. A moment now to give you a look at the Mariners starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, you better keep an eye on Robinson Cano as this game moves along. He's got over 1,000 RBIs. He's already proved he's a clutch hitter. He knows how to drive in big runs when it counts. So if the situation comes up in this game, I'm looking to watch how he goes to work in the clutch.
Now at the plate, Frank Fleming will start things out against James Paxton as we get the inning underway. First delivery to him on the way. First pitch is a fastball inside, 1-0.
Go now. Come on now. One time.
The 1-0. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count. 2-1.
2-1.
The 2-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. Here now the 2-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. So with one away, time for a check of the standings in the American League West as you find where the Mariners find themselves entering play today. Ready for another chance? Ryan Healy. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here now the 2-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Harrison is under it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Great scoring opportunity miss right there. You talk about frustration, popping it up with 2 runners in scoring position. He'd like to get that one back.
Digging in to try it again, Frank Fleming. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th.
Fleming.
Waiting for your pitch.
First delivery to him on the way. And a fastball just a bit up. One 1-0 pitch on the way. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Smoke over at second. Pilar at first. 2 out in the inning.
Hey, let's go, kid. What time here?
Hey, easy on. Here we go.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Blue Jays leave a pair through 4. Still tied, 0-0. Ready once again, Frank Fleming, and their runners at the corners now.
Fielder, Frank Fleming.
First pitch on its way. Looks at a 2-seamer right down the middle. Swinging a ground ball to third. A throw to the plate, and he's out at the plate as they cut him down trying to score.
That could be a tough read for the runner at third because your first instinct is to take off for home on the ground ball. But when it's right at the corner infielder like that, it doesn't take a whole lot to nail you at the plate.
Now batting, catcher, Larry Morellen.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1 and 2. 3 runs, 8 hits, and 3 errors for these guys so far this afternoon. This one's down to third. Cano for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More of the show, Saturday Baseball, after this. Stepping in, Ryan Healy. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
The 1-1. Drilled to the right side. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. So the base hit puts the first man aboard to start the inning for the Mariners. Next for Seattle, Horace Simone. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. To the right side and through, a base hit. Cano blows through the stop sign, headed for home. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate is in time, and he's cut down. Next to bat for Toronto, Frank Fleming.
Frank Fleming.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a bouncing ball now, headed for the shortstop, Segura. On to first, and there were 2 down. Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Fleming is there, and he'll bring this one in. So back to the top of the Seattle lineup, digging in, D. Gordon. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Now the 0-1. Liner toward right center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. He's around second now as they're still searching for it out there. And he's in there at third with a 1-out triple.
And that's the chance you take when you lay out for a ball like that.
Here now is Mike Zunino. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
Fleming sprinting after it, and a diving effort, but he can't make the play in right. And it's not in time. He's safe, as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
When you're down late, every run you score, no matter what the inning, puts a little doubt in the other. 4 wins in a row for these guys, and I'm sure they're feeling pretty good about themselves. We'll see how long they can keep this up.
A great Sunday. Digging in, Frank Fleming. He was not much of a factor at the plate during yesterday's win as he took an 0 for 4 line. First offering on its way. And it's fouled away. Fellas, the Mariners entering play here this afternoon. They continue to fall on hard times, losing again last time out, and that makes 7 losses in their last 8 games.
Hey, Matty, yeah, it's been a tough series so far, D-Row. They've lost the first 2 nail-biters, 2 close games, low-scoring games. They'd like to turn that fortune around here today.
Yeah, but from a manager's perspective, Dan, all you can ask for is effort, and that's what this team's given them. They took it on the chin. First 2 games, 1-run losses. They'll bounce back today.
Healy is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. 2-3 go the Blue Jays. It remains 1-0. Digging in now for the Mariners, Horace Simone. He'll lead it off here against Taijuan Walker. Walker gets the sign. Here's the 1-2 to right field and deep. Look at this thing go. And it's gone as they add still another. Here's D. Gordon now. Previously with Taijuan Walker. Not great. He's 1 for 8. 0-1. Here's the pitch. In the air to straightaway right. Moving under it, Fleming. And that's the 2nd out of the inning. Stepping up to the plate, Mitch Haniger. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Takes this the other way to right. Fleming is there, 1 away.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Striding in, Frank Fleming. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Frank Fleming.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A high fastball is in there.
Frozen with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
The 0-1 pitch. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2.
Two things pitchers really love: called strike threes and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
To first. Segura for 1. On to first to complete the double play.
Sharply hit here, but right at the first baseman coming off the bag. He makes a good throw, and they complete the 3-6-1 double play with the throwback to the pitcher at first.
Digging in the switch hitter, Jose Aviles. He singled his last time up.
Aviles.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Swinging a blooper to the right side. Fleming coming on. He can't get there as it falls in. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away. Stepping up now, Frank Fleming. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Frank Fleming.
Let's go right here. Attaboy.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Missed with a breaking ball.
2 walks in this inning already, so he can't expect to stay out there much longer if he puts somebody else on. We'll see if he can find it.
Come on, big guy. See that? Drive it right back up the box. Let's
The
go.
1-0. Hit hard to the right side. Cano gets to it. Throw on to first, and a good job of working out of that one with just limited damage as the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on. 7th inning coming up. The Mariners lead it 6-4. Gene Segura standing in. 4th trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best you can. You have to approach this at bat just like any other. Otherwise, you're just getting in your own way.
Now a ground ball to the right side and through into right field, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tough, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
Fleming is there to put it away for out number 1. The relay throw, and he is in there.
We'll see if moving up to third pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go for third, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a hit.
Robinson Cano.
Ready on 0-2. And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. A leap, but this is out of reach and off the wall. And he's in safely at third. As also on the play, a run comes across to score. Digging in and looking for more, Jose Aviles. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Fleming looking up. Gone! It's a grand slam. Here's D. Gordon now. And Dan, after that home run, it looks like they might be able to end this losing streak that they've been mired in.
Yeah, and a win at this level feels really good, especially when it's been a while. They're on their way if they can play well the rest of the game.
Fleming is right there, and he's got it for out number 2. Next in at the plate is Ryan Healy.
For Seattle,
2 out, nobody on.
Ryan Healy.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Moving under it, Fleming. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So digging in now, Frank Fleming. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. This one's flared toward left center. Segura ranging into the outfield. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. And that'll bring up Ben Gamble. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Fleming has a beat on it. Oh, no, he dropped it. He hit the corner and tries for third. Throw won't get him. So problems out there in right field as this is going to wind up going as an E9.
It seemed like everyone had a hand in this win, and that's usually the case when you win a game by 8 runs. Feels good to dominate a game like that.
12-4 is the final in this game. The Mariners played in an even dozen runs to come out on top today. Tony Zitch gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 57 minutes. A reminder that extra subway trains will be available at the Union and St. Andrews station. The King Street.
To all of you newcomers, listen to me. I got things to say right now. So you wanna be a star? Just listen to me, and you might get far. Yeah, you might get far. So get up off your knees and be the star you wanna be with a lot of hard work and a lot of tenacity. I know you
Friday night baseball under the dome at Tropicana Field. Tonight, the first of this three-game weekend series between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Tampa Bay Rays. Which of these two will prevail? Next on the show. Chris Archer gets the call for game one of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Here's a guy that numbers can be a little bit deceiving. Has a whip in the 1.3 area and above range. It's a little higher than league average. He's been a little bit inconsistent. One good game, one bad game, but don't let that whip fool you. This guy's a much better pitcher than that. And if he brings his A game, he could be awfully tough in this one.
And that's going to fall for a base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away. Standing in, Frank Fleming will stand in against Chris Archer to get the inning underway.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Christian Arroyo.
The shortstop.
Lester's 2-0 home.
Arroyo.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Moving under it, Fleming. He's got it, and there are two down now. Digging in for his second at-bat, Kevin Kiermaier, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to keep the one-run lead. Here it is. Hit out towards second, and he'll reach to knock this ball down. And a great job to stick with it as he's able to make the... Ready now, Frank Fleming. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Frank Fleming.
Here comes the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
With 2 outs, they're not playing him to bunt here, and he didn't show it there, but I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't at least thinking about it. He handles the bat pretty well, and he can definitely run.
1-1 the count now. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Popped him up. Rivera has a play, and that's the third out. When we return, we'll see Colby Rapp digging in and looking for more. TJ Rivera, he doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance.
TJ Rivera.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Swing and a flare hit toward right, and that's in there. Base hit.
Well, I think it's safe to say the ice has melted on this guy. He had been cold coming into this game, but that being his third knock, I guarantee you my man's smiling on the inside.
Ready for another shot now, Frank Fleming. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. And he takes this one high, 1-1. The 1-1. Scorched to third. Rivera scoops it up, and the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Digging in to try it again, Jesus Sucre. And guys, this is clearly one of the bigger at-bats of the ball game so far.
Yeah, Matt, bases loaded. They're looking to finally get that clutch hit that's kind of been elusive all day. They've had some hits, but they just haven't hit when it mattered.
One out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. On the ground to the right side and through, a base hit. 1 run is scored. He's in there at the plate, and they've taken the lead here in the 8th. Ready for another chance? Frank Fleming. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. He's set, and the pitch. A fastball that just misses inside. Now the 1-1 pitch. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2. Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating that heater and the off speed. Let's see if he can catch something on the barrel.
The 1-2. Pulled toward right center field. Kiermaier's got a read on it. And that's the first out of the inning. (3-2) to finish in tonight's game. The Tampa Bay Rays came through late, taking the lead in the 8th. Hope your weekend's going well. Time for Saturday night baseball from Tropicana Field. Tonight, game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Tampa Bay Rays. This should be a fun battle to watch, and it'll take place right after this. Jacob Faria is ready to go as he'll be on the hill for Tampa Bay. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA. That's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. 1 good game, 1 bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
1-0 the count. Dan Dero, we take a look at the Rays entering play here tonight. They do come in fresh off a victory last time out, but they've been giving ground in the division of late. They've won just twice in their last 7 games.
Yeah, Matty, the first game of any series is super important. You have a chance to set the tone, whether it's 3-game set or a 4-game set. You take the first one, you put that other team on their heels.
So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate, Rusty Valentine.
Dan, Rusty Valentine behind the dish tonight. He is north-south without question, letters to knees.
Well, I tell you what, he really favors a power pitcher. If you can consistently pitch at about the chest level and above, he'll call that high strike zone. I think he's a very friendly pitcher's umpire.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Jeremy Hazelbaker, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. Try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now.
A lot of indecision there on that check swing, and that's something you see quite a lot on 3 and 2. When the difference between striking out and drawing a walk can be an inch.
Into the box, Colby Rasmus. And as you can see, he's had some troubles here in his own ballpark. It's something he'll look to improve upon in this one. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Oh, and Rasmus swings and lifts a high fly ball to deep right field. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A solo home run off the bat of Colby Rasmus. Number 10 for him on the year. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, C.J. Cron. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. High and deep to straightaway right. Fleming going back on the warning track. He makes the catch. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate in scoring 5. On now to the top of inning number 4. The Rays are in front 5-0. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Colby Rasmus, and he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around.
the last at bat, Matty D. We heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Fleming is right there as he takes it for the second out. So a good job to get the out there, but with 5 runs already surrendered, that's not going to do any favors to the team ERA so far this season. And that's not all that promising a number as they find themselves just 1 spot off the bottom in the American League. Striding in once again, Chris Herman. These two have not faced each other at the major league level. 5 runs, just 3 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Lined hard toward center. It's off his glove. And he'll get in there safely.
Dan, that hit right there extends his hit streak to 8 games. Are you aware of stuff like that?
No doubt about it right now. He's swinging the bat.
Malik Smith the next to hit. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Now here's the ball hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Fleming going back to the track, to the wall. Gone! So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. 7 home runs for him on the year now. And that'll bring up the power-hitting middle infielder Ryan Schimpf. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. To right field and deep. Look at this thing go. Gone! These guys are really putting on a show here. That digger stepping in and ready for another shot. Matt Adams. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Matt Adams.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Swung on, and this ball is absolutely crushed. Forget about it. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. So a 2-run homer down the line in right field, number 14 on the season, as the blowout continues. Digging in for his second at-bat, Frank Fleming. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get 1 or 2 of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by the opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
Here's a drive out toward left center field. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. The relay, and he is out at third. And that's a big mistake there leading off the inning.
To me, that was just way...
Ready to take his hacks again, Kevin Kiermaier, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. A swing, and this one is blasted to right field. Nothing's gonna stop it. Gone! A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second home run of the game as this lead got even wider. Here's Matt Adams now, and he's coming off a 2-run homer his last time around.
And he did hit a knuckleball out in his last at-bat. That's not an easy pitch to hit out. Sometimes that knuckleball has a mind of its own. It darts in, it darts up, it darts down and away. This guy can handle a knuckleball.
Fleming is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So 1 run on 1. Ready once again, Frank Fleming. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Missed with a slider. Gregorius on at first, nobody out. Now a check swing here, but the home plate umpire says he went around, and no argument, and it's 1-1. From the belt, the pitch, and he fouls this one off. And that misses 2-2. He's ready now. The pitch, swing, and he rockets this one down the left field line, and that'll get down out there for extra bases. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
Up next for the Blue Jays, left fielder, Jeremy Hazelbaker.
Well, the Blue Jays have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. They're hoping they get it right now. This would sure be a good time.
The 1-2. Hit hard down the line. And that is a fair ball as this one's heading for the left field corner. And the second run will score as well. Digging in once again, Christian Arroyo. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
Christian Arroyo.
Hit the other way out toward right field. And that'll get down for a base hit. And he's safe. That's a big at-bat from the bottom of the order.
Yeah, Matty, right there. Worked himself into a nice situation, got on.
So stepping in, Frank Fleming starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. Now the 2-0 home is low and outside for a ball.
Ball 3 to a leadoff hitter that can run. Not the greatest way to start this right here. I think right now you really have to start pouring some pitches into that strike zone.
A little bouncer, but it gets fouled. The 3-1. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the ninth. Stepping in for the Jays, Jeremy Hazelbaker. He's 2 for 3 thus far. The 1-1 misses for the second ball.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
Runners on the move for second. Fleming gets his lead at first, nobody out. He's on the move again from first. Hit on the ground to third. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And a great job to stick with it here as he gets the first out of the inning. Russell Martin now. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Russell Martin.
And the runner's breaking for third. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it. The runner's breaking for home. Now he'll step off. But he's safe at third as he's able to scramble back. The 3-2 pitch. Hit out towards second. Schimpf brings it in. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score. 16-3 tonight. The Tampa Bay Rays led this game from the third inning on and never wavered.
4 hours.
Day baseball coming your way here on a Sunday afternoon from Tropicana Field. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend series between the Toronto Blue Jays and striding forward, Frank Fleming, and he's a guy that's really scuffling at the plate right now.
Frank Fleming.
First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. And guys, the Rays, as they begin play here this afternoon, they did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them as they've won just twice in their last 6 tries.
Yeah, Matty B, they've come out guns a-blazing so far in this series. Won the first 2 games of this series in blowout fashion. Nothing they'd like more than to win Game 3 of this series and continue their hot winning ways.
Yeah, Dan, there's been a fight at the bat rack. They have really come alive on the offensive side and look to continue that today.
In there, 1-2 now.
Hey, I don't mind that take right there. That was a nasty breaking ball. Started outside the zone, popped back inside the zone. Good spin rate on it. Move on to the next pitch.
Two and 2. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Hey, you know, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, he'll give a little bit off the edges, but he gets the respect not only from the pitchers, but from the players because his zone is consistent.
Yeah, as long as he's consistent, Dan, I'm okay with Mike Fillmore's zone. If a pitcher's pounding that zone, he wants...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. To the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Matt Adams. Head-to-head with Erasmo Ramirez. He's 0 for 7.
Adams.
Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed.
Wow, talk about a guy getting hot, right? It's a bomb.
So coming to the plate, Frank Fleming. He reached on a single in his first try. First offering on its way. And this one's in the dirt. And no advance. It's ball 1. Now the 1-0 is a slider that can't catch the outside.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching him.
The 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0. Jeremy Hazelbaker would be next. Swing and a miss as he couldn't hold back. 3-1.
It'll be interesting if he comes in the zone aggressively again here. With the base open, he doesn't have to.
He's set, and the 3-1 pitch. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
Standing in, Jeremy Hazelbaker, 0 for 1 here in the early going. Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed. He got him. Matt Vasgersian back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac as Kevin Kiermaier settles in to start the inning. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of that ball. And gone. An absolute bomb. So solo shot to right center. His second of the game as it's trimmed to a 4-3 game now. Ball's jumping in the... Next to bat for Toronto, Frank Fleming. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. The 1-0. Misses for the second ball. Drilled on the ground to short. Arroyo's got it. And oh, the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first. Now here comes the Tampa Bay manager out to the mound, and we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. Evan Scribner takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out. Now the 1-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Now a southpaw up to throw in that Tampa Bay bullpen. Fleming aboard here at first with nobody out. Here's a look over to first, and he'll get back in safely. And again a throw. Throw is up the line as it gets away. And they've got the runner hung up between first and second. The tag, and he is cooked at first. Now at the plate, Chris Herman. No hits to this point.
Catcher, Chris Herman.
Pulled toward right center field. Fleming giving chase. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Rays. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3. So digging in now, Frank Fleming.
Right fielder, Frank Fleming.
He's set. Here it comes. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. On the move is Kiermaier. And that's the third out. Blue Jays go down in order as they hang on to their 5-3 lead. Kevin Pillar will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out.
Kevin.
Well, they had to put in a couple of extra innings of work, but hey, listen, a win is a win, and any win is good, especially on the road.
This one comes to a close with a 9-5 final. Tyler Lyons wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head over to theshownation.com.
Fans, our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Blue Jays. 9 runs on 9 hits. 1 error. They left 10 men on base. For the Rays, 5 runs.
A manager checks in with his ball club.
The lights are on. We're ready for... Digging in, the switch hitter, Jonhervis Solarte. It was an 0 for 4 day for him in yesterday's loss.
Solarte.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Fleming racing back, still ranging back, and it's gone.
Wow, not every call is going to go your way, and there are some pitchers.
Now at the plate, Frank Fleming. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Frank Fleming.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A high fastball is in there. Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, they come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, I know they dropped the first 3 games of this road trip, but you got to find a way to shower it off. I always said that when I left the field after I took that shower after the game, it's got to go down the drain. That game has got to go away. They find themselves in a new series right now with a chance to redeem themselves.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. He's outside for a ball. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Woody Keller.
Woody Keller, this is my nightmare. He likes to call a pitch above the zone, above the belt. I know guys say those are the pitches that go deep, but I'm telling you, if you're calling that high strike, it opens up a lot of room for the pitcher.
I agree with you, D-Roll. That's a tough pitch to get on top of and to put it in play. So if you're a pitcher right now, try to elevate in that top part of that strike zone.
Lifted the other way to left center. Mancini is after it. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3. Here's Jonathan Schoop now. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
Fleming is there, and he makes the catch for the out. An early look at the line score here tonight as we play the top of the 5th. And, boy, just one lone hit for the... Coming to the plate now, Frank Fleming. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Frank Fleming.
And now a pitch on the way. And he lays off there, 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Count now a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Misses for the second ball. The 2-1 is taken for strike 2. The 2-2. Still even at 2-2. Here's another 2-2. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And that is through into right field for a single.
Nice execution right there. Ball was down below the knees. He stayed through it and was able to drive it for a base hit.
Now in the box, Jeremy Hazelbaker, a base hit in his first trip. Fleming on at first, nobody out. Throw over to the bag, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely.
one time. Need you right here. All right, come on now. One time. Let it fly, buddy.
And another throw over. And he'll dive back in. The 3-1. And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out. Digging in, Russell Martin. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Russell Martin.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. That misses. 1-2.
Hey, let your can up there, kid, huh?
The 1-2. Now the double steal is on here. Got him swinging. The throw. Not in time. He's safe at third as they pull off the double steal. Good time now to check out the Orioles Road to the Show report as you see a couple of guys in the upper levels that have been making waves of late.
The batter, number 5, second
Josh
baseman.
Harrison stands in. His career numbers against Kevin Gossman. He's got 3 base hits in 17 at-bats. He also has 1 home run. Hit to third. Moustakas has it. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Really good job of putting the ball in play right there.
1 gone now in the Baltimore 7th, and standing in the left-handed hitting third baseman Mike Moustakas. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. Taken high and deep to right. Fleming looks up. That one is out of here. This game is tied.
Yeah, we're all tied up, and it's anybody.
At the plate, Frank Fleming. He singled his last time up.
Right fielder, Frank Fleming.
From the stretch. Now a ball hit sharply toward third. And there's your go-ahead base runner right away as this is down for extra bases. And your go-ahead run is in at second base here with a leadoff double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Fork ball, 1-2 now. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with nobody out. Runner goes for third. Pitch inside the throw. And oh, the offline throw as this takes off down the line in left field. The runner scores from second.
Well, we've been treated to a neck-and-neck game so far, and the last thing anybody wants is for a misplayed ball to be the difference. But that's where we're at right now as the error leads to the go-ahead run.
And now the designated hitter for the Orioles, Yangervis Solarte. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame.
Solarte.
Here now the 2-2. Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there. Mistaken location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run. Yangervis Solarte. That's just... The third baseman, Mike Moustakas, now in head-to-head action against Tyler Lyons. He's gone 3 for 8. He's taken him deep once. Now the 3-2 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Fleming moves over, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Stepping in, Frank Fleming. He'll lead things off here as we play the bottom of the 9th.
Frank Fleming.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. He couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. In now for the O's, Bryce Harper. It was a single for him in his last at-bat.
Harper.
Now here's a ball hit high and deep to straightaway right field. And it would have been trouble, but a great job there to pull this one in on the dead. 3 down. Stepping into the box, Frank Fleming. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. Right through it here, and he's behind 0-1.
Let's go, kid. One time right here.
Here's the 0-1. Hard hit ball to short. And that's through for a hit. So that leadoff base hit means considerable speed aboard to start out the inning.
Hey, that's a nice piece of hitting right there to put the winning run on base. Interesting here, this is where you play a little bit of manager. It's an AL game. Let's see if he employs a little National League style. Maybe ask the guy to bunt and move the runner up right here. I don't think so, though. American League, it's nasty. You're trying to drive something in a gap or over a wall.
Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2.
Hey, right there, right spot. No one better up there.
Now the 1-2 pitch. He swings and misses. Throw down. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
One of the toughest pitches to hit, the straight changeup, right? El Cambio. Hadn't seen it in that entire at-bat. And what happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Now the 2-1. Runner goes for second. In there. Now the throw. It bounces, but he's out. Nice play there to pick the throw and put the... So striding forward now, Frank Fleming. He'll try to build on an already great game. He's 3 for 5 so far in this one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he lays off for ball 1.
You know, something to keep in mind. They're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
1-2 now. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Into the corner and slicing foul.
See it? Right, let's go, kid.
The 3-2 one more time. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Hayes moves over. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Not a lot of fireworks, but that narrows the candidate list for our top player of the game. And the man you see here was a key contributor, so he takes it home in this one.
Yeah, he was a big factor in this one, guys. He swung himself into a 3-hit.
We are in downtown. Ready now for Baltimore, Yonhervis Solarte. And he's seen his numbers on the rise here over the last 5 games or so. Hit the other way out toward right field. Moving under it, Fleming makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Now batting, Frank Fleming. And you see what he's done in recent action. Obviously seeing the ball well right now. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1. Well, guys, these Orioles entering play today, they come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they've played, but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little valleys throughout the course of the long season. This team should right itself, and it needs to start today.
Outside, 2-1. And there are our umpires. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Hey, you know, D-Row, the book kind of on Earl Hendricks is he likes one side of the plate or the other. Could it be where he sets up behind the catcher?
It could be, Dan, but as a hitter, that's all you look for. I'll give you a little bit off the outside edge if you're going to be consistent with it.
Started to go around, but he's able to check his swing for ball 3.
I love the ability to hold up right there, especially with count leverage. I know you want to get aggressive in the strike zone, but he was able to notice that that wasn't his pitch.
Chopped weakly to the left. And there's one down now.
Okay, here's how the Birds line up today on defense.
Stepping in, Frank Fleming, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Lane shading to his right. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. The third baseman, Mike Moustakas, now. A matchup with John Lester now to lead off the inning.
Mike Moustakas.
Grounded to second. Harrison's got it. Throw, got him, and that's a gorgeous play. Settling in now, Frank Fleming. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Missed with a slider.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball's coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
Popped him up. There is Moustakas to look it in for the first out. So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Austin Hayes. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. On the ground to the right side. Gloved by Harrison. Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. Ready for another shot now, Frank Fleming. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. First offering on its way. And a neck-high fastball that time. 1 out, nobody on. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. This is skied into short left center. Lane comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 2. A 1-run game this afternoon. 3-2 the final finish. The Toronto Blue Jays. Thursday night baseball on the show as we come to you from Rogers Center here in. Marcus Stroman will be on the mound for the series opener. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, we're looking at a real solid starting pitcher right here. You take a look at that ERA, anywhere between 3.5 and 4. But I'll tell you what he does know how to do. He knows how to get people out, and he can minimize the damage. He knows how to control the running game. He does a lot of things right. And if he does all those things, expect a real solid performance in this one.
Next to bat for Toronto, Frank Fleming, and he'll be looking to change his fortunes in this one. He's seen his numbers take a bit of a dive in recent action. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And that one just missed outside. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, they've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty V, what we're seeing there is a team D-row. They're starting to put...
Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. Third home run for him on the year as the Blue Jays take a 2-0 advantage. Ready to take his hacks again, Frank Fleming, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. First pitch on its way. Just a bit jumpy that time, swung on and missed.
I mean, that's almost an unhittable pitch right there. The downward action of that nasty split finger, add in the velocity in the high 80s, you ain't doing much with that.
Back up the middle. Tomlinson has it. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. 1 for 2. He singled and struck out in 2 trips.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game,
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field, and he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first out. Brandon Drury will bat next. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far.
Brandon Drury.
Skied into straightaway right. Fleming on the move. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Frank Fleming will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. 3 runs, just 2 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. That's inside. 2-0. The 2-0. 3-0 now. Here's the 3-0 pitch. Popped him up. Maldonado over to his left. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Ready once again, Aaron Hicks. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Gardner gets his lead at first, nobody out. This one skied out toward right. Harrison ranging into shallow right. 1 away. A couple of good pitching performances by both clubs here. 3-0 our score as you get a look there at the inning by inning recap through the first 7 and change.
Yeah, and we knew he was in a groove in the first inning, and he just kept this thing rolling and rolling and rolling. They couldn't get anything going against him. A dominant.
Folks just finished. Into the box now, Frank Fleming. He drove in 2 of his club's 3 runs in last night's affair. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, they come off another loss last time out, and in fact they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, guys, dropping yesterday was a heartbreaker without question. But you know what? You find a way. You show up to the yard today, you get out of the cab, and you watch countless hours of video, and you try and formulate a game plan to get this back to 500. 1-1 to start the road trip, and you're moving in the right direction.
Stepping in for the Jays, Aledmus Diaz. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he misses there, 1-2. Now a snap move over to first. And a dive, but he's back in. And another snap throw to the bag. Runner back safely.
All right, come on now, one time, let it fly.
The 1-2. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Smoke toward third. And that finds its way through for a base hit. Now a long throw to third. And he is in there.
It's the best competition in all of sports, a pitcher against the batter right there. He fouled off multiple pitches, refused to go down. Not only did he get a knock, but he ran some pitch total up too.
No contact there, and it's 1-2.
With 2 strikes and the runners at the corners, this is a big pitch coming up. Got to execute and hope to either get a strikeout or a double play ball to help you get out of this thing.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down. Coming to the plate now, Didi Gregorius, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. The 1-1 home. Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul for the second strike. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Down the first baseline. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. Digging in now for the Yankees, Greg Bird, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one.
Greg Bird.
Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Diaz moving to his left. He's got it 1 away. Ready for another chance? Gary Sanchez. First time up, he went down looking. Fly ball out to right field. Diaz ranging into the outfield. He gets there to make the play. Pick up 3 runs. Digging in for his second at bat, Tyler Wade.
Second baseman, Tyler Wade.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Frank Fleming. He reached on a single in his first try. Here's the first pitch to him. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Blue Jays go down in order. Need to get it going. Striding in once again, Aaron Hicks. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they can get out of this jam, though.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Fleming is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. A couple of walks, but no damage. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on. And that'll bring up Tyler Wade. It was an RBI sac fly for him last time through.
Tyler Wade.
This one skied out toward right. Moving under it, Fleming. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Digging in once again, Frank Fleming. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Frank Fleming.
First offering on its way. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it.
I like that he used the curveball to get ahead there. That's a tough pitch to hit in this lefty-lefty matchup. So if you can get it over the plate on the first pitch, it can be pretty effective.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Stanton has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So it's no runs on no hits. Digging in to try it again, Gary Sanchez. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Fleming moves over, and that ends the inning. So the Yanks go 1-2-3 as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Here's Kelby Tomlinson. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. 3-2 pitch. Oh, he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. A leap, but this is out of reach and off the wall. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double. Now in the box, Frank Fleming. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. Here comes the 1-0. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
2 balls and a strike.
That's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot.
Come on, big guy, get your pitch and let it rip. Let's go.
High in the air out to center field. Stanton has a read on it. Makes the play, 1 away. A 5-0 finish tonight. The New York Yankees led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Jordan Montgomery. A great Sunday afternoon. No score here as we play inning number 2.
The designated hitter, Brandon Drury.
Now a swing and a deep drive to right. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. Leading off the inning, Frank Fleming, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Fleming.
Well, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here. They come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, this series has been a little bit of back and forth, dropping the first one, finding a way to battle back, and then dropping the third one in this 4-game set. Let's see if they can find a way to tie this rubber game.
You know, Dero, this is one of those, if you could win game 4 of this series and walk away with a split, you almost feel like you won this series. This is a big one here today.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there. But if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Now time to list the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Jerry Hillsdale.
Dero, Jerry Hillsdale might be one of the more solid everyday umpires in the league right now.
Yeah, I think he's one of the best in the business, Dan. High praise all around. You go into both meetings with the managers, and what do? They rave about Jerry Hillsdale.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Here's Hicks to put it away, and that's out number one.
All right, boys, let's take a look at how the Yankees.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Frank Fleming. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Fleming.
First delivery to him on the way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
Count remains at 0-2. Ready with another 0-2. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul.
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin the win if he starts looking for it in there.
And that one got a piece of him.
Yeah, I can hear the crowd murmuring now, wondering if he hit him on purpose. But hey, us pitchers need to be able to throw inside, especially when facing hitters as dangerous as he is. Pretty sure this one just got away from him, and hey, that's part of the game.
The 1-2 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike three. Striding in, Albert Almora. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. So 1-1. Fouled away.
Get off me, ball. That ball's way too far inside. He's got to step out of the box right now and adjust his batting gloves because he just got stung by a pack of wasps.
Almora with an even count, 2-2. Runners are at first and second with one away. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
That has to make you feel really good as a pitcher, right? You're making pitches all around the zone, and then you bring that one inside. You can't do anything with it. What does it do? It just locks you up inside. You have no chance to put the ball in play.
The batter, the shortstop, Didi Gregorius.
Line drive to center field. Stanton is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. I think a few of these folks need to get out of the sun. More from Toronto in just a moment. And now the Toronto number 4 hitter, Frank Fleming. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat. He's set and the pitch. Popped him up. After it is Hicks. And this will land foul.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn two.
The 0-1 delivery. And a neck-high fastball that time.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
Morales leads off first with one away. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with one out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball.
Let her fly, kid. Let her fly.
Another full count pitch on its way. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Hicks on the move. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Digging in, Brendan Drury. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. The windup and the 0-1. Takes this the other way to right. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. And he is into second base with one away as the go-ahead run.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. He went down on strikes last time up. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw gets him, 2 down. Digging in now, Greg Bird. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. He pulls this one into right and call that a nice clean base hit, his first of the game. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
He got the pitch he wanted, and he didn't miss it right there. Hammer job.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Frank Fleming. He's gone hitless in this one, Dan, and he's not alone.
No, he's not, Matt. This lineup has had no answer for their opponent on the mound so far.
Get yours right here, huh? Drive it up there. Hey, let her rip. One time.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Lays off 1-0.
I'm seeing all the signs of fatigue right now. This is when you really have to bear down mentally as a pitcher.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Hicks is under it. And he makes the catch for the second out. 6-3 the final score today. New York came through late.
that meant to me. Yeah, you try to take advantage of me. Before you die, you'll be dead to me. Before you die, you'll be dead to me. Laugh when they question me, y'all ain't no threat to me. I'm just fulfilling my destiny. I'm just fulfilling my destiny. To the death of me. I'm just fulfilling my destiny. I'm just fulfilling my destiny. I'm just fulfilling my destiny. To the death of me. I'm just fulfilling my destiny. You know I keep it real honest, real topics. You know where I will stop it. Chills watching everything that's going on around me. They wonder if I still got it. I'm still rhyming, just another day in paradise. See, you put your hands on me, yeah. Now we got a real problem. Pay homage, make comments. We in the same genre, but I can guarantee we don't put out the same product. Get away from me. There ain't nothing you can say to me. Try to run my name through the dirt, that's fine. I was made from it. You ain't made it to the printing shirts with your face on them. Outside trying to sell them at your shows, those are fake, dummy. This is something can't nobody ever take from me. No mistake of me. Take a blade to me, take a fade from me. Let me know what you get when you pull the DNA from me. Woo! No matches up in the bad. It's the way to match it. You never see the passion that's even had this. I'm wreaking havoc. I think the fact that you think I'm average is kind of madness. So put your knew I was a problem, now I showed up. Did not have to sell out, but the shoulders. They asked me why I do it, so I told them. I'm just fulfilling my destiny. I'm just fulfilling my destiny. To the death of me. I'm just fulfilling my destiny.
From Boston, Mass. This evening, we're at historic Fenway Park. Tonight, the first of this quick two-game series between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Boston Red Sox. Who's going to win this showdown between these two? Find out next. Chris Sale gets the call for game one of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, one of the things this guy does really well, neutralize the left-handed hitters. On the season, lefties are hitting under 250 against this guy, so whatever he's doing against lefties, it certainly works.
Stepping into the box, Frank Fleming, and the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. Now, they've been on a pretty good roll of late. Winners of 7 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, I'm looking forward to this one. They got their ace on the mound today. You get to the ballpark, you're ready to go. You're watching video. You know this guy is going to put his best foot forward, execute pitches to all quadrants. The opposition's got to be on point if they're going to have a chance today.
Come on, let it fly right here. Let it fly.
Now the 1-1 pitch is a slider taken for a ball. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Working the plate is Carl Dixon.
Dan, this is an offensive player's dream to have Carl Dixon behind the dish. He is tight on the corners.
He is, D-Row, and listen, he makes you bring the ball into the strike zone.
And he is tagged out here. Boy, a bad mistake that time as he's picked off to end the... Coming to the plate now, Frank Fleming, 7-8-9, bottom of the order set to go here in the third. Now a fastball to start the third. That misses. It's ball 1. A ball and a strike. Popped up. Bogarts over to his right, and that's the first out of the inning. Into the box now, Frank Fleming. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. He's set. Here it comes. He's running high in the air out to center field. Bradley is there, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Next up for the Red Sox, Logan Forsythe. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Logan Forsythe.
0-2 now from Lester. Skied into straightaway right. Fleming on the move. And he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out. Digging in, Frank Fleming. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Frank Fleming.
From the stretch. A bouncer to the left side. Bogarts has it. On to Forsythe covering, and that ends the inning. One left for Toronto. Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. The Toronto Blue Jays rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Afternoon baseball. Coming to the plate now, Frank Fleming, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Now the first pitch here from Price. And a ball 1-0. Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon. They dropped another one last time out, and in fact, they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty. Dan, this team is playing well. They're getting closer in the division race. I guess my question to you, I want to ask you, did you find that you started to really pitch better as the summer months started to get hotter?
No doubt about it. Not only does the team start feeling better, but I think you get a good vibe starting to go throughout the clubhouse. You realize that the schedule is starting to wind itself down. Every game is more important. The bigger the game, hopefully the better you play. And this team's been playing some really good baseball lately.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think, if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Benintendi ranging back, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. The relay, and they've got him hung up out there between second and third. The tag, and they got him as he couldn't get back to second. Striding in once again, Frank Fleming. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Now the first pitch here from Price comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Hey, I don't mind you taking one right there. This pitcher's been struggling early. You got to make him work, see if he'll get in his zone. If he's willing to walk a few guys and then someone pops one over the fence, this game could get out of hand early.
That's through for a base hit. He's now 2 for 2 in this one.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player. Fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
3-2 full count.
Hey, come on now, one time, right here, need you right here, kid.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he rolls over this one foul. We'll do it once more. 3-2.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
The 3-2 one more time. A little bouncer. The payoff pitch one more time. And he'll get to see another one. It'll be the 10th pitch of this at-bat. And now this will be the 10th pitch of the at-bat. Line to the right side. That's in there. Base hit. And they're content to play station to station here as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets through, but eventually does get to third base.
Here's Didi Gregorius. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
Now the 2-1. And he'll stay alive here, but just barely as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Now another 2-2. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball as it holds at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as the offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Now a ball lined to the left side. Challenge pitch coming. Here it is. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. Throw to second will be in time, but the run's going to come in and score. But no real shot at 2 as he's safe easily at first.
Well, they really didn't have a shot at turning 2 on the high chopper. They only get 1, and that allows the runner from third to score.
Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. A good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or you're still looking for the double play ball?
This is a great spot to be in as a pitcher. You have 2 strikes, you can bury 1 for a potential strikeout, and at worst, keep the ball down in the zone. You might be able to turn 1 pitch into an ending double play.
Here now the 2-2. And this is fouled at the plate. The 2-2 one more time. Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get 2. To second for 1, but 1's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue. Digging in and looking for more, Frank Fleming. He singled his last time up.
Fleming.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Right over the middle, knee high.
Get your pitch, huh?
But a big pass at a slider that gets past him.
Hey, guys, that's just a nasty pitch right there. I can't tell you how many nightmares I've had about nasty sliders, and that's exactly what that was right there.
To 1-2 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Hey, get your pitch, see through, huh? Let's go.
1-2 pitch is a slider that misses. 2-2.
Come on now, get your pitch up there, kid.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal.
Catcher, Yasmani Grandal.
Heading out towards shallow right. Fleming has a read on it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Frank Fleming. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here it comes. Now a changeup here to start things out, but that'll dip a bit too low, and it's 1-0.
Come on, let it fly.
Seven runs, 10 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. And it's 1-2. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
Everyone relax. Not a fastball right there. Obviously a little arm side run. He missed his spot. No big deal.
And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now, 3-2. Aledmus Diaz would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Lifted down the line in left. In there, a base hit. Running hard, he's digging for second. Around second now and headed for third. The tag, and he is out at third, and with that, the side is 2-3 go. Ready once again, Mitch Moreland. 0 for 2 for him so far. He's flied out and popped out.
Moreland.
This is in the air out to right field. Harrison waits on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Ready for another shot now. Frank Fleming. He'll look to keep it going. 3 for 4 so far in the ball game. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. 2 out, nobody on. And that's high and off the plate, 2-1.
Let it fly. Let's go right here.
Now the 2-1. Here's a ball lined into left center, and that's over the head of Bogarts at short for a base hit.
Boy, that's something you see often in batting practice. Guys using the whole field there, D-Row. I like to see that. A lefty that's just not always pull happy.
100%, Dan. That pitchers have gotten so much nastier in today's game that if you're not willing to play with the entire field, you're going to struggle.
One and 2, here it comes. There's a swing and a high pop-up. And Bogarts will make the catch for the final out. Digging in to try it again, Mitch Moreland. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Mitch Moreland.
The 0-1 on its way. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. And he'll get under it to make the catch, and the Blue Jays have earned a sweep here in this brief 2-game series as this ball game is over. Coming to you from Seattle tonight, where the roof at Safeco Field has been closed for comfort. Game 1 here in the month of August between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Seattle Mariners. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one. It's one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next. Mariano Mateo gets the ball for Seattle in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
If you want to pick up a win as a starting pitcher, you have to go 5 innings to get the win, and that's just what he did in the last one. I'm sure he'd like to be out there for a little bit longer in this one.
Seventh, right fielder.
First delivery to him on the way. Missed with a slider. And fellas, you take a look at these Seattle Mariners at the start of play here tonight. They come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport, you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction today.
And this has to be a big concern here. This ball came back and got him right in the pitching arm, and that is something you just never want to see. You can see him trying to work this one off, and from all appearances. Next for Seattle, Jose Aviles. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
Pulled toward right center field. Fleming is in pursuit, and he makes the catch for the second out. Digging in for his second at-bat, Frank Fleming comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. 50th pitch of the game on its way. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
With 2 outs, they're not playing him to bunt here, and he didn't show it there, but I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't at least thinking about it. He handles the bat pretty well, and he can definitely run.
The 1-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Played on the backhand. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
Boy, that's what wheels can do for you, Dero. You can see this right here on this replay. He just simply outruns the white rabbit. He just outruns the baseball.
Yeah, it's beautiful to watch. You know why? Because this is the one tool you can't teach. You can take countless ground balls. You can hit till your hands bleed. But if you got no wheels, newsflash, you got no wheels.
And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
The 1-2 is a slider taken for a ball.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You could see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
Fleming leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the... Ready for another chance? Mitch Haniger. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Hammered the other way to deep right field. Fleming facing back. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Digging in once again, Frank Fleming.
Frank Fleming.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Changeup in for a strike. No runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Fastball called for strike 2.
I think he's pitched better than anyone really expected in this one. He's done a real nice job, but someone's going to make him pay if he puts too many more pitches in that location.
Lifted in the air to center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away. And at the plate, Frank Fleming, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with the runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together. Well, the Blue Jays have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. They're hoping they get it right now. This would sure be a good time.
Behind 0-2 now. No runs, 7 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike. Work there out of the...
Yeah, and in this game, you always try to find a way to be hopeful. They win the first game of a new month and are now looking to keep it rolling the rest of the way.
This evening's game finishes 2-0 the final score. The M's get their 20th home win this year. Mark Zepchinski wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. It's a soggy Seattle. Coming to the plate now, Frank Fleming, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Strike one to start the at-bat. And, fellas, you take a look at these Seattle Mariners at the start of play here tonight. Even after the victory last time out, they come in trying to turn things around as they've been slumping of late, winning in just 3 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, Matty, the first game of any series is super important. You have a chance to set the tone. Whether it's 3-game set or a 4-game set, you take the first one, you put that other team on their heels.
The 1-1. Lifted down the line in left. Gamble is after it, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. And the runs across to score, and the Jays will take an early 1-0 lead.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Fleming aboard here at first with nobody out. Now a move over to first, and the runner back safely. The 1-2. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. The 1-2. And he'll stay alive here as this is chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
Ground ball right side. And that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
It's the best competition in all of sport, the pitcher against the batter right there. He fouled off multiple pitches, refused to go down. Not only did he get a knock, but he ran some pitch total up too.
A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
All right, guys, here's Seattle's defensive alignment. And let's focus on Robinson Cano, one of the softest hands in all our sport. Probably turns one of the best double plays in the game, captain of the defense.
And a swing and a miss as that looked like self-defense there. It's 2-2.
In a big spot like this, you have to be looking for something you can handle. That pitch bunched him up completely, so I think he's trying to do a little bit too much right now.
The 2-2. In the dirt here. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And he misses with it. Ball 4. So that'll load the bases. And now he's really going to need to get a ground ball. Stepping in for the Jays, Larry Morales. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. Line to the right side. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And that'll score the run from third as they go up 2-0 now.
Hey, with 2 strikes right there, he's trying to run that.
Now at the plate, Frank Fleming. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Here's the pitch. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. from the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Now the 2-1 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Gordon has a play. And that's the third out. So they go down. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Horace Simone. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up. He pulls this one into right. That gets down, and the inning continues. So a great job on a 1-2 pitch to keep the inning alive. So a 2-out single gives them new life here in the inning, but it's a bright spot in what's been a fairly dismal. Next in at the plate is Ryan Healy. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Heading out towards shallow right. Fleming moves over, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Digging in, Jose Aviles, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Fleming has a read on it, and that retires the side. Into the box now, Frank Fleming. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Frank Fleming.
Here comes the first pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. And a fastball not close. It's 2-1 now. 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. 3-1 now. Aledmus Diaz is on deck. The 3-1 pitch is in there for a full count now. 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here. And that'll bring up Aledmus Diaz. A hit and 2 tries for him so far.
Aledmus Diaz.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2. So digging in now, Jeremy Hazelbaker. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Missed with a breaking ball. Fleming, the runner at first with 2 gone. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here. So striding in, Frank Fleming, a hit in 2 official trips to the plate to this point in the ballgame. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Gone. It's a grand slam. So he will touch them all on the grand slam. 4th home run for him on the season. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Wow, you can understand what the pitcher's thinking. He doesn't have an empty base, and he needs to get ahead of the count All he wants to do is get that first pitch over for a strike, but the batter knew the same thing. He's proven to be an awfully reliable reliever this season. He wraps this one up and collects his 20th save of the year so far.
And tonight's ends at a 6-2 finish. The Toronto Blue Jays wrap up their 20th road win of the season.
First for the victorious
Broadcasting from next to bat for Toronto, Frank Fleming, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Fleming.
First offering on its way. And that one just missed outside. Fellas, the Mariners entering play here this afternoon. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, they played a heck of a game, first game of this series, and then dropped the last 2, not playing really good baseball. They have to find a way to win this one today.
No doubt about it, D-Roll. There's such a thing as a good series by winning the last one and getting a split in the 4-game set. That's exactly what they would like to do today to get some momentum going into the next series.
The 2-1. Runs a bit inside for a ball.
Well, this next pitch is a big one. The last thing you want to do is give a free pass to a guy that can run like this. He's a real burner out there on the base paths.
Hot shot to third. Great effort on the dive, but it's through into left.
Hey, that's a heck of an effort by the third baseman right there, selling out to try and save extra bases for the pitcher, but it got through.
Batting sixth, second baseman. Let be Diaz.
Swing and a little blooper to center. Gordon moving in, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out. So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. And a dive, but he's back in there. Fleming is off of first with 2 away. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire. Here's D. Gordon now. His past history against John Lester, he's got 8 hits in 17 at-bats. Heading out towards shallow right. Fleming moves over, and that's the first out of the inning. And he might have thought about it at third, but with 1 away, decides not. So coming to the plate, Frank Fleming. He reached on a single in his first try.
Fleming.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. And now a pitch on the way. And they go away here. It's a cold strike. 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. A ball and 2 strikes.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
A diving try, but it's through into the outfield.
I don't know what side of the fence I fall on, boys. Old school, new school. I think I kind of stand right along that fence. But one thing that gets me jacked up is watching guys grind down in the count and drive base hits the other way.
For the Blue Jays, second baseman. Let be Diaz.
Throw over to first, and he just manages to get his hand in. Fleming on at first, nobody out. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
Gotta believe that runner from first is going to be in motion, especially in this situation. As an offensive player, just hit something hard because those defenders are going to be moving.
Fouled off. Another full count pitch home, and that misses for ball 4, and it's first and second now with nobody out.
and I'm pretty sure he thought that was a strike. He's thinking, what do I have to do? Put a bow on it? Walk it down and put it in the catcher's glove by myself? I think it got called a little outside, so he has to put it behind him now.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And that's a fair ball as it's through into right field. And the run will score from second to make this a 2-0 ball game.
Dan, that's a nice RBI thing.
Coming to the plate now, Frank Fleming. 2 base hits, both singles to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1.
Well, that was a big 2-out single we just saw, and for pretty obvious reasons. The inning went from totally under control to now. He's got to deal with some dangerous hitters here with a runner on base, and this is how 2-out rallies start.
Right. 2-0 count. The pitch is offered at and missed for the first strike.
That's evidence of a pitcher and catcher being totally in sync out there. That tells me they both know that's a good pitch for him right now.
From the stretch. And just never could commit to the swing there, but he went around, and it's even now at 2-2. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. So stepping into the box, Frank Fleming. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one. First offering on its way. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And it's gone as they add still another.
Yeah, and that home run is an absolute backbreaker.
Digging in now, Frank Fleming. It's been a nice game for him. 3 hits, including a homer to this point.
Yeah, in his last at-bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run. So it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
Gutierrez will put this one away, and his side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. It's the Blue Jays 6 and the Mariners nothing. Digging in the switch hitter, Walter Wada. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Hit sharply toward the right side. And that'll find its way into right field for a 1-out single. Number 9 batter comes through that time as it'll now be up to the top of the order with 1 away.
Got to be a little frustrated on the offensive side. Yeah, everybody's getting knocks and the batting averages are flowing right now, but nobody's come up with that big runner and score.
Yeah, they needed him a little bit earlier in this one, but he takes the mound in the 8th and records the final 4 outs. 4-out save. Job well done.
6-0 the final shutout score today. The Blue Jays.
A coach presses a player to keep raising the bar on the development of his signature skills.
Tuesday night. Set to get his evening at the plate started. Kelby Tomlinson batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Fleming ranging back and just short of a home run. This ball's off the wall and he'll pull into second with one away. Now batting, Frank Fleming. He's coming off a 3-hit ball game in Sunday's series finale.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, I know they've caught a little bit of a losing streak right now, but they got good veteran presence, great veteran presence in that clubhouse. And I bet you someone steps up today and says, this stops. We get it done today, boys.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's, in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch, that slider down and in. Really, the only way you're going to be able to hit that pitch is if you're looking for it down and in, and still then, it's a really difficult pitch to hit.
The 1-2. And another foul ball. Late making contact on that swing, and we'll do it again on 1 and 2. Ball 2.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3 and 2. Jeremy Hazelbaker, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Batting 8.
Next will be the left-handed hitting Jeremy Hazelbaker. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. And he'll get back in safely. Fleming gets his lead at first, nobody out. Had a good 3-1 cut, but he misses the splitter. 3 and 2 now.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
And he'll dive back in safely. Working for the punch out and the offering. Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1.
All right, boys, let's take a look at how the Yankees are setting up on defense today. And, guys, what I want you to focus on today is this is one of the new age teams in the game that really rely on statistics and the numbers. And the numbers tell them that they're a better team defensively, moving guys around and shifting as much as they can.
And this pitch is taken by Martin as the count moves to 2-1 now. And there are our umpires for this one. Working the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Yeah, Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the game, I think. Consistent, well-respected, accurate strike zone.
D-Bro, you hit it right there. He makes you bring the ball over the plate. Will give a little bit off the strike zone. I think the one thing that's important that he does, he has the same strike zone in the first inning. You'll see that same strike zone in the ninth.
And the runner back. Runners on first with 1 down. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and it's full now at 3 and 2. Now the 3 and 2 pitch. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. Low throw, and he can't handle the short hop. Coming to the plate now, Josh Harrison. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Now the 3-2 pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. Hicks is under it, and that's the third out. So no.
Batting 8th, second baseman, Ronald Torres.
Ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Smoke toward the hole, and that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
I mean, you want to talk.
Next for New York, Kelby Tomlinson. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far.
Tomlinson.
High and deep to straightaway right. Fleming going back on it. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And the run will cross on the sac fly and make it a 4-0 game. Brandon Drury will bat next as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The 1-2. Heading out towards shallow right. Fleming sprinting after it. He's not going to get to it, so the leadoff guy's aboard with a base hit.
Hey, guys, that's a well-executed slider down and away right.
Striding in, Ronald Torres.
Second baseman, Ronald Torres.
Slapped hard the opposite way. A dive, but he can't come up with it in right as it skips right past him. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Well, you can't fault the fielder for being aggressive. He sold out to try to catch this thing, but he comes up empty and the ball just squirts by him. High risk, high reward move that just didn't pay off.
Settling in now, Frank Fleming. He drew a walk his first time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Line softly toward the hole. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Giancarlo Stanton now. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame.
Giancarlo.
Here now the 2-2. Drives it the other way to deep right. Fleming racing back to the track. He gets there, and that's the second out. Ready once again, Frank Fleming. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Frank Fleming.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A ball and no strikes. Fleming, a native of Georgia. He was a 28th round selection during the first-year player draft of 2018.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself at counts where he's likely to be successful.
And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
Up next,
digging in and looking for more, Jeremy Hazelbaker. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Three and one.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
Fleming leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And he's taking here and looks at strike 2 right down the middle.
And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up.
But pulled in at the hot corner, and that ends the inning. Ronald Torres the next to bat. His career numbers against Stephen Wright, he's only 1 for 10. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Skied into straightaway right. Fleming is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Striding in once again, Frank Fleming.
Right fielder, Frank Fleming.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one stayed too low, apparently. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Now the 2-1 is strike two swinging.
Love that pitch. As long as you actually get it inside like he did right there, the cutter inside is a very effective pitch.
Bat explodes as this is on the ground to third. Barehanded, got him. 11-5, the final tally in this one. New York posted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Wednesday night baseball. Coming to the plate now, Frank Fleming, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball just below the knees, ball one. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, they did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them as they've won just twice in their last 6 tries. There's one on to first as they get the double play to get in. Now is the Yankees DH, Brandon Drury, set to lead off the home half of the second. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Moving under it, Fleming, one away.
All right, guys, here's a defensible.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Aaron Judge. He drew a walk his first time up. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Driven to right field and deep. Fleming going back on it. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Ready for another chance, Frank Fleming.
Right fielder, Frank Fleming.
First pitch coming, here it is. Fastball there to start him out. This is bounced foul for the first strike. 4 runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Outside for a ball, 1-1. And he misses 2-1.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
And it's fouled away. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4. The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. Leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound.
Digging in once again, Frank Fleming. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Fly ball right down the line in left. And that'll get over the wall for a ground rule double. And that'll keep runners at second and third now with still nobody out.
Just a great approach at the plate right there. Takes that pitch on the outer half and goes with it. He clearly hit it well because it bounced right over the wall for a ground rule double.
Now batting, captain Larry Morales.
And a fastball just a bit up.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
All right, come on now. What's
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Hey, let her rip right here. Hey, let her rip, let her rip.
The 3-1 pitch. 3-2 now. Gregorius, the runner at third. Fleming is at second with nobody out. The next 3-2 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3. Ready for another shot now. Jeremy Hazelbaker, 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. A swing and a miss at the big curveball.
1-2.
6 runs, 10 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto.
Hey, let's go, big fella.
Swing and a miss. A big strikeout, and he's 1 out away from working out of a jam. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Stepping in, Josh Harrison. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Into the corner and slicing foul.
Come on, big guy.
The 1-2 locks him up for strike 3. Digging in to try it again, Greg Bird. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. High in the air out towards shallow right. Harrison is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Aaron Hicks. Past history with Joe Biagini. He's got 5 base hits in 23 at-bats. He also has 1 home run. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Fleming is there, 2 down. Stepping in for the Jays, Frank Fleming. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. No balls and 1 strike. Set to deliver the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. 1 out, nobody on. Blowing away with that one. It's 1-2.
Hey, come on now, big dog. Get your
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. And this is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very...
Rainfall. Digging in now for the Yankees, Eduardo Nunez, having a very nice year, currently 2nd in the American League in batting average entering play. Hit the other way out toward right field. And this will be pulled in just in front of the warning track for the first down. Digging in, Aaron Judge. He's always a long ball threat, currently 4th in the American League in that department. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Fleming looking up, and that one is gone.
This guy has been a serious thorn in the side.
Right fielder, Frank Fleming.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And that misses inside 1-0. Well, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Hey, this is a big one here, Matty. You know what, D-Roll? They're about to head on a 9-game roadie. One thing they'd like to do, get on that plane feeling good about themselves and salvage their last game of this series.
Yeah, Dan, they need to find a way to win this one today. Get on the flight. Makes everybody's dinner taste better.
Now at the plate, Aaron Hicks. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Fleming is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Into the box now, Frank Fleming. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. And that one just missed outside.
That's a really tough pitch to do anything with. The backdoor slider just off the plate, just missing the strike zone. That's nearly an unhittable pitch to hit for a hitter.
And he fouls this one off.
Nice and patient, one at a time.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Fouled away. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. This is line to left. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Hey, guys, that's an excellent job right there. That's a back foot slider. Usually those are kryptonite for most batters, and he's able to fight it off, keep his hands inside the baseball, and deliver a base hit.
Now batting, left fielder, Jeremy Hazelbaker.
Another slow breaking ball that misses down low.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You could see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
Here now the 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
Got to believe that runner from first is going to be in motion, especially in this situation. As an offensive player, just hit something hard because those defenders are going to be moving.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw, and it skips in as he steals the bag easily. Russell Martin now, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Russell Martin.
The 1-1 home. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third.
One time right now.
Still a ball and 2 strikes.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Next for New York, Aaron Judge. It was a walk in his last trip. Wind up and the 0-1. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Fleming going back, and he makes a nice catch on the track. Is that into the box now? Frank Fleming. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Fleming.
First delivery to him on the way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Holder has proven to be a guy that throws strikes coming out of the pen and doesn't walk a lot of batters.
Boyd, every manager and pitching coach, Matty V, they love to bring a guy in that they know one thing. He's going to throw strikes and not beat himself, and this guy is certainly not afraid to attack the strike zone.
Hit hard on the ground to second, and there are 2 away now. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Eduardo Nunez. He'll be the man to lead things off here in the bottom of the 7th.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Man, I thought this at-bat was over, down 0-2.
Now batting, Frank Fleming. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Hey, one pitch right here. Come on now.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were two stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
Bullet back up the middle. Stanton is going to have room out there as he puts it. Digging in, Ronald Torreyes. He was a double play victim last time around. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Fleming racing back at the track. Gone. He uses that short porch to an advantage. Digging in, the switch hitter, Aaron Hicks. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. 1-1. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Fleming moves over, 2 down.
Well, in hindsight, it was the right choice to let the setup guy stay in the game and finish this thing.